The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
A live look inside Fred Rust Arena as the Delaware Blue Hens ACHA Women's Division II team takes to the ice in preparation to face the Penn Quakers in the second leg of our Saturday triple header here on the 412. Of course, all brought to you by the law office of Heather Ray Long. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena. The Blue Hens, after dropping a pair to Northeastern last week, look to get back in the win column. Of course, injuries still plaguing this Delaware team. Shaw Downing out with a concussion. Julia Janowski out with a lower body injury. Lena Murtos sidelined with an upper body injury. Olivia Huddy out of action as well with an upper body injury. So some key players still on the mend for Delaware, looking to right the ship after dropping a pair at Liberty and dropping a pair here at home against Northeastern last week. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll take you inside the glass for opening introductions and a special pregame presentation. You're watching the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, and it's all brought to you by the law office of Heather Ray Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466 5664 or visit injuryde.com.
The Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition is a 501c3 that empowers communities by raising awareness of breast health issues through survivorship support services, outreach, and education in order to facilitate the early detection and treatment of breast cancer. DBCC encourages everyone to share and advocate breast health awareness. Our mission is to empower our community by raising awareness of breast health issues through outreach, education, and support services in order to facilitate the early detection and treatment of breast cancer. Our vision is to create a community where every person diagnosed with breast cancer becomes a survivor, and fear and doubt are replaced with knowledge and hope. Jody's message to you all today: be proactive with your health. Early detection is vital. A huge thank you to Jody and JC for joining us today. Your work and dedication are helping us raise awareness for the cause, and we couldn't be more proud to raise awareness alongside such strong women. On behalf of the Blue Hens, a presentation from Captain Carly Marzano of a bouquet of flowers to Jody and JC. And now we invite Jody and JC to join us at center ice. And for the captains from both Delaware and Penn to join for a ceremonial puck drop. And for those of you joining us at home on the Delaware Hockey Network, we do apologize. We had some audio issues at the top of the broadcast. We will acknowledge those to whom we paid tribute as the first period gets underway. Ainsley, Carly, Jody, JC, thank you all. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag, located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? So pregame in our rearview mirror, and we'd like to send some hellos out to the Delaware Hockey Network viewership on Breast Cancer Awareness Day 2024. Sydney Butler, starting goalie for Delaware today, honoring her grandma Sharon, a 17-year survivor, joining us live in person here at Fred Rust Arena today. Paige Luzon honors longtime family friend Jennifer Taylor, who was diagnosed this April, currently undergoing chemo. Josie Billett honors her grandma Nancy Staub, who's been cancer-free for quite some time. Julia Janowski honoring her Aunt Tara, an 8-year cancer survivor. Shaw Downing honors her mom Tema, watching back home, 2-time cancer survivor. And Melanie Cartwright pays posthumous tribute to her grandma Melanie, who died after a courageous battle with breast cancer before Melanie on the Blue Hens was born. Tip of the hat to all the valiant breast cancer survivors. And thanks to all of you joining us today here at Fred Rust Arena and via the Delaware Hockey Network, as together we work toward finding a cure for this terrible, terrible affliction. First period is underway from Fred Rust Arena. Delaware in their commemorative breast cancer awareness gray and pink sweaters moving left to right here in the first period of play. Penn in their away reds moving right to left. Joanna Fish looking for space behind the cage. This is recovered by Lemberg, left to Evie Hill. Working the right point. She throws the puck through traffic. It bounces off the pads of Sarah DeRusso, starting goalie for Penn. She's 0-3-1 on the year with a .514 goals against average and a save percentage of .720. So the first Delaware shot from distance came from Hill. She leaves us across to Lemberg. Advancing pass past the near dot. Unable to be controlled by Fuchs. Jules Fuchs now working below the goal. Net front setup intended for Lemberg. Took a bounce off the back frame of the cage. This taken away by Fish. Flipped off her backhand. Up the near side. And this will be carried free by Elena Steck for the Quakers. Steck into a 1-on-3. Steered behind the cage by the other 15, the back checking Ella Herzog. Herzog could not force the turnover. Kamara looks to line up a shot while marked in the high slot, but it sails wide. Hayter off her backhand, throws the puck into the skates of Herzog, and this is cleared out of harm's way by Hill, who hustles off for a change. Hope Menachilo got tied up at center by Hodge. She chases the puck down to the top of the Penn bench and dumps it into Quaker territory as we work to the 2-minute mark of what's been a sluggish first period so far. Izzy Camerata, the Jersey native, advances the puck up the middle to the other Jersey native, Hope Menachilo, but she couldn't walk into the slot. She found herself surrounded by red sweaters, and the Hens find themselves back in their own zone. This is Marzano off the feed from Herzog, setting up a 2-on-3 attack. She puts on the brakes at the near half wall, pinched to the boards by Rexford. Cartwright holds the right point. It's worth noting that the Delaware players on these commemorative sweaters, those honoring friends and relatives, have their names on the backs of their sweaters as opposed to their own. Butler freezes for a pause in play. You never know what you're going to get from the Fred Rust organist sometimes. Liana Patrick wins the faceoff. She chips the puck off the far boards ahead to Sophia Rosenthal. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Blue Hens. The shot from Rosenthal from 35 feet was wide. She chases down her own rebound. She stick handles near corner. This left to Amelie Perez. Rosenthal back to Perez. Shot from the top of the slot is in, and Delaware takes the early lead. It was tipped net front. We'll get you the particulars here on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. Or will we? .311. Into the first period. And we will get you a look at that Delaware goal. It's going to come your way right now. It was Luzon with the tip net front to get her first of the season. So Delaware strikes first on their third shot of the afternoon. Oh, Delaware goal! Her first of the season. Scored by number 18, Paige Luzon. Assisted by number 12, Amelie Perez. And number 54, Sophia Rosenthal. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 11 seconds of the first period. Luzon's first from Perez and Rosenthal at 3:11. And a Butler save at the other end, preserving Delaware's early lead. Butler will freeze, and we've got a pause in play. This draw to the left of Sydney Butler after her third save, won by Carly Marzano, and now she gains control. Walking in was Menachilo, but she was slowed up at the bottom of the circle. She's got space this time. She shoots from point-blank range. Sarah DeRusso with the stop and the freeze to bring play to a halt. 5 minutes, 41 seconds into the first period. Carly Marzano in for the attacking zone face-off for the Blue Hens, flanked by Menachilo and Camerata on this forward combination. Our videographer today, Grace Matone. Our production assistant, the stat man himself, Eli Swope. So tips of the hat from the entire Delaware Hockey Network crew this afternoon. And thanks to all of you joining us and hanging with us through the early hiccups. As the Blue Hens hold their annual breast cancer awareness commemorative game. The pink swirl and the commemorative sweaters. And plenty of fundraising efforts here on site to support the Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition so they can support some of the strongest people that we'll ever encounter. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG. That's 5664 to schedule a free consultation, or visit injuryde.com. Just beyond the 7-minute mark of the first period, the 1-0 hockey game, Delaware with the early advantage. Lemberg to Hill. Hill steps up. She lets one go from the right dot. Shot right into the breadbasket of Sarah DeRusso, who holds for a break in the action with 12:35 to go here in the first period. Liana Patrick in for the draw. But she gives way to Hayter. Salsabil Hodge led the rush up the left wing boards for Penn. Now Hodge has cycled the puck from Harder, but her stick is lifted, or by Hayter, I should say, but her stick was lifted by Patrick. Paige Luzon, the goal scorer, clears. Lassiter back deep in the Penn zone to recover as we come to the 8-minute mark of the first period. This is Weller up the left wing wall and back into Delaware territory, but she turns this over to Luzon. This opens the door for what could have been a 2-on-2 attack, but the Hens will change. Luzon puts on the brakes just above the Penn blue line. She dumps the puck in the rest of the way. And a fresh complement of Blue Hen skaters come barreling on. Weller turns the puck over across neutral ice. Camerata shovels this ahead toward Marzano off the feed from Herzog. Last week, the big trouble spot for Delaware was in their transition game. The breakout has been a lot better today. And so far, they've spent a majority of this game in the Penn zone. They've generated 6 shots on goal and a few that have just missed. Herzog did not get that one on target. It was kicked away by DeRusso, but it was headed wide of the post. Menachilo to Camerata. Held in by Herzog. Cartwright lets one rip from the top of the circle. Right into DeRusso's pads for save number 6. 10:45 to go in the first period of a 1-0 game. Advantage Delaware over the Quakers of Penn. Hens looking to get some forward momentum after recent struggles against Liberty and Northeastern. Young team, a lot of new components on this team. All trying to find their way, all trying to gel, and they've had some tough competition in the form of the Flames and the Huskies in their last 4 games. Fuchs off the pads, rebound chance, crashing the net. Was Bonfilio, but she couldn't finish either. So a pair of rapid-fire Sarah DeRusso saves, keeping this game 1-0. Fuchs off the DeRusso pads, Bonfilio crashing the low slot. Unable to finish off the rebound. We're halfway through the first period, with Delaware controlling momentum and territory. And an icing will bring the face-off back into Penn territory with 9:48 to go in the first period of this 0-0 game. Lemberg wants the face-off at the near circle. She looks over at Will Fannin and says, "No, I want it here." By rights, she does get the option. Anyway, play continues with the Hens maintaining attacking momentum. The give and go from Fuchs to Lemberg did not materialize. Billett holds the line. She drives the puck in behind the cage where Riley Lemberg sets up Hill, top of the zone. Advancing pass in the slot. Charles ran out of real estate. She tried to kick it back to Billett, but this puck sails all the way back into the Delaware end, where recovering is the Michigander, Evie Hill. Hill, nice stretch pass to Cece Charles. Sets up a 2-on-2 attack. Charles trying to cut through the slot, was stripped of the puck by Fish, met by Hodge in the far corner. Charles stick handles her way back in toward the cage. She gets hauled down. Penalty coming up. It will be against Delaware. 8:46 to go in the first period. Eric Saylor signaling Josie Billett for unsportsmanlike conduct. And Hodge is going to go for a hook. So we're going to be 4-on-4 with 8:46 to go. At least that's the best we can surmise. We'll get particulars from downstairs. And as soon as we know the rest of the story, we'll pass it along. Face-off will be to the left of Sydney Butler. And play resumes. No Delaware Sports Medicine power play. No Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. It's 4-on-4 for the next minute 40. The Penn penalty was assessed to number 2 Salsabiel Hodge, 2 minutes for hooking. Delaware penalty, number 83 Josie Billett, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalties, 11 minutes, 14 seconds in the first period. Hodge, 2 for hooking. Billett, 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. Both at 11:14 in the first period. So just beyond the 12-minute mark of the first period, and Delaware up 1-0. We're 4-on-4 for the next just about a minute. Lemberg works the perimeter of the zone. She tried to set up Charles on the doorstep to no avail. Correction to the Delaware penalty. A bench minor was assessed for too many players on the ice. Again, the coincidental penalties at 11:14 in the first period. So too many players on the ice. Guessing what it was a bad change for the goalie. In any case, we're back to 5-on-5 as Billett served the bench minor for too many players. Here's Hodge, back on, backhand shot from the dot into the pads of Butler. This is Brooke Weller, surrounded by Delaware players. Centering pass, skips over the stick of Hayter, and back out into neutral ice. Steck to Lassiter. Botched the shot from above the line. Patrick flips this beyond center. It is corralled by Steck. Weller up the middle. Beyond the reach of Rexford, this is taken away by Hill. 5.5 to go in the first period. Delaware looking to pad a 1-0 lead. Steck recovers behind her own cage. This is worked forward by Weller to Lassiter. She gains red. She launches a puck in. It was deflected by Hill, covered by Butler for the pause with 5:11 to go. Here in opening period play. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Hens clear off the D-zone draw. Salsabiel Hodge bodied off the puck by Menachilo, who tries to maintain Delaware momentum. There, a long shot into the pads of DeRusso. Camerata couldn't generate a follow-up chance. So still 1-0, centering feed. Bounces off Menachilo's stick, held in by Izzy Camerata. She lobs the puck in, trailing toward the blue line. Hill tries to take it off the stick of Joanna Fish, but fails in that endeavor. Puck sails back into Delaware territory where Izzy Camerata hustles back, chips it off the glass ahead to Evie Hill. Thrown in after gaining center. And the Hens will change with 4:20 to go in the first period. Joe behind the scenes, we thank him for all his hard work, making it a pleasure to come here to work every weekend. We certainly couldn't do it without our good friend Joe behind the scenes, keeping this place in tip-top shape for all of us. Fuchs finds Charles one-on-one. Charles deeks to try to get around Steck, and she sets up a second Delaware goal. Go to the net, good things happen. Riley Lemberg gets her 5th of the year, and it's 2-0 Delaware. Here it comes again. Outlet pass from Fuchs. Sets up this net front feed to the Ithacan Riley Lemberg. And with 3:53 to go, it's now a 2-0 hockey game. Looking for another was Cartwright from distance, but that shot got knocked down in a congested slot. Oh, Delaware goal! Her 5th of the season. Scored by number 21, Riley Lemberg. Assisted by number 20, C.C. Charles. And number 3, Jules Fuchs. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 7 seconds in the first period. Lemberg's 5th from Charles and Fuchs at 16:07. 2:35 remaining in the first period. Delaware pouring it on. Bonfilio across the line to Perez. She steps up top of the right circle. Shot caught the leg of Patrick in front. Patrick pursues in the near corner, trying to tie up Fish. Now it becomes a two-a-side battle. Aaron Marble works the puck clear. It's volleyed back in by Bonfilio. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Delaware with a 2-0 lead over the Penn Quakers. Camerata looking to make it a third. Luzon back to Perez, top of the zone. Puck is poke-checked back into neutral territory by Kamara. Perez had no trouble getting back to it well in time. D-to-D pass Bonfilio, advanced up the left dots. Here's Carly Marzano in a 1-on-2. Shot was stick-checked from Astern from 25 feet. Fish chases down the rebound in the near corner. She's joined by Rexford. This is backhanded up the near wall, back out to center, where Evie Hill recovers. Menachilo walks in over the line. Off that diagonal advancing pass through neutral territory. She tried to charge in toward the net, but she was stripped of the puck by Elena Steck of the Penn Quakers as we come to the final 70 seconds of the first period. This shot from Marzano. Covered and she holds. DeRusso, that is, for the break in the action with 65 seconds remaining in opening period play. Face off to DeRusso's right. After save number 10. We've entered the final minute of play. Here in the opening frame, Menachilo could not drive the puck home on the doorstep. Hill surveys her options from center. She caught Menachilo in the leg with that long shot from center point. This is cleared, and the puck rolls over the goal line and will come back and icing with 39 to go in the first. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware will cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. To place a catering order, call 302-439-4937. Visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. And Charles gives the Hens their third. We'll see this right from the draw. Was it Charles or was it Fuchs? We'll get the particulars from downstairs. We'll get you goal information on the third Delaware goal following the first intermission. In any case, it's a 3-0 game as the final seconds of the first period tick away. Through 20 minutes, the score, Delaware Blue Hens 3, Penn Quakers 0. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network. 20 minutes in the books, and it's been Delaware domination against the Penn Quakers. 2 goals in large part to C.C. Charles. Here the setup to Riley Lemberg on the doorstep at 16:07. And then with 32 seconds to go, it was C.C. Charles finishing on the welcome mat with the redirect off the Melanie Cartwright shot. To beat Sarah DeRusso for what was the 3rd Delaware goal. Second period underway, and we'll get you that goal information on the scorebug drop down here. For all of you joining us at home, again, Charles with her 3rd of the year from Cartwright and Herzog. 19:28 into the first period. Josie Billett tried to flip the puck in from the goal line extended left side, but to no avail. Hill pulls back to her own blue line. Cross-ice feed tipped by Billett just over the stripe, taken away. And now walked up ice the other direction by Salsabiel Hodge. She gets slowed up by Patrick, clogging up the low slot. She came barreling into Delaware territory. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, Delaware and their commemorative breast cancer awareness sweaters, gray and pink. Blue numbers on the back and sleeves, moving right to left here in the second period. Penn in their away reds, navy blue helmets for the most part. Navy blue pants moving left to right here in second period play. 75 seconds into the second period. Cartwright holds the right point, advancing past to Lemberg. Slowed up at the base of the Delaware bench, but Cartwright holds the zone and drives the puck into the near corner. Joanna Fish off her backhand tries to wrist this out. Hodge and Charles converge in the far corner. C.C. Charles centering feed bounced off Lemberg's stick. She chases the puck down below the goal. This worked in close. Fuchs couldn't drive it home on the doorstep. She got bad contact on the top of the puck. Melanie Cartwright overpowered by the other 5, Joanna Fish, who plays the puck behind her own goal around to Hodge, left side. And this is tipped clear by Marble. Lemberg recovers. Quakers change. The stretch pass through traffic to Charles did not materialize. Ella Herzog working her own line. Advances this to Fuchs. She overskates the puck at the far half wall. It's driven deeper into the Penn zone by Riley Lemberg, who comes off in exchange for some fresh legs. Both Delaware and Penn with short benches today. Penn dressing 10 skaters and a goalie. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Quakers. Pierce Hayter was steered behind the cage. Centering pass. Evaded the reach of Maya Lassiter. She did get a shot away on Butler as we near the 3-minute mark of the second period. There a chance from in close. A backhander from Pierce Hayter in the low slot. Denied by Butler, and the Hens will clear. Camerata draws a penalty. And Maya Lassiter is going to go for roughing. So Lassiter feels shame. And the Delaware Blue Hens will head to their first Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play of the afternoon. Learn more at desportsmed.com. Penn penalty assessed to number 8. Maya Lassiter, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes, 7 seconds in the second period. Lassiter, 2 for roughing, at 3:07. Riley Lemberg centers. Marzano's shot deflected and turned away by Sarah DeRusso. Secondary chance came from Cece Charles right into DeRusso's pads. This is Menachilo. Shot blocked off the skate of Steck, hanging in close. And this is cleared from behind the Penn goal. 4 minutes have elapsed in the second period. Delaware with a 3-0 lead over the Quakers of the University of Pennsylvania. There we go, our score graphic back up and running for you. 23 seconds remaining on the Lassiter penalty. And Riley Lemberg up the left dots, sets up a 3-on-2 attack for the Hens. Lemberg, Menachilo on the doorstep, crossing to the near post. DeRusso comes up with the pad save. Hill holds the line. Luzon into the slot, Liana Patrick. This comes back to Hill. Across again, Paige Luzon launches a shot from distance. DeRusso again with the stop. And the Quakers are back to full strength. Hill across to Paige Luzon inside the Delaware blue line. This is stretched up the middle. Flipped by Jules Fuchs between a pair of Quaker defenders. Hodge easily wins the race to the puck in the near corner, but she can't clear off the Karam shot. Camerata brings this back to the left dot. Trying to tip it in net front was Marzano, but she's locked out on the doorstep by Sarah DeRusso, recording save number 15 on 18 total shots faced. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Coming to 6 minutes in the second period of a 3-0 hockey game. Delaware in complete control of the term so far. Unable to do anything on their first Delaware Sports Medicine power play, and now finding themselves back in their own zone. Hayter to Fish. She rings the puck around behind the goal to the left point where protecting territory was Hodge, but this is taken away and the race is on back into the Penn zone. Izzy Camerata pursued by a pair of Quakers. Got to the puck in time. She plays it around near side to McFadden. This thrown in by Herzog, and she scores! Ella Herzog from all the way in Elkton gets one past. And it's a 4-0 hockey game. We'll get a second look. It started with the Karam shot from Camerata in the far corner. Around to Cassie McFadden, who played it up the boards. Ella Herzog with the long ranger from just inside the line. Beat DeRusso at 6:30, and it's now a 4-0 hockey game. With the Blue Hens steadily padding their advantage. A Delaware goal! Her first of the season! Scored by number 15, Ella Herzog. assisted by number 25, Cassie McFadden. And number 93, Izzy Camarada. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 30 seconds in the second period. Herzog's first from McFadden and Camarada at 6:30. You know you're in for a good time when Rich John Doe visits the press box before his game. He'll be on the crew for the men's Division II game against Penn coming up next. Wow! Lemberg rips one from the top of the right circle, and it's 5-0 Delaware. Here it comes again. Evie Hill with the assist. As the Hens get one for the thumb. That's Lemberg's second of the afternoon. And her sixth of the year. Fuchs getting her second assist of the day. And the Delaware domination continues. A Delaware goal! Sixth of the season, second of the game. Scored by number 21, Riley Lemberg. Assisted by number 7, Evie Hill. And number 3, Jules Fuchs. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 36 seconds in the second period. Lemberg's sixth, second of the game from Hill and Fuchs at 7:36. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. On for the Hens after CeCe Charles was shown the door for 2 minutes of shame. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. We've got plenty to catch up on, as now we're 4-on-4. And that Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill, short-lived. As Maya Lassiter for Penn is ruled off for hooking, and we're now 4 aside for the next minute and 23 seconds. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 20, CeCe Charles. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 13 seconds in the second period. Charles, 2 for tripping at 8:13. Penn penalty assessed to number 8, Maya Lassiter. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 47 seconds in the second period. Lassiter, 2 for hooking at 8:47. So play is 4-on-4. Now for the next 43, there will be a brief back-end Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Blue Hens, who after goals from Herzog and Lemberg extended their 3-0 intermission lead to now stand at 5-0. Cross-ice feed from Lemberg. Evades Herzog, but she chases the puck down before it trickles over the line. Menachilo, under pressure, gives this away. And Fish pushes it back into neutral ice. Hill holds. Lemberg to Menachilo. Menachilo winds up. Shot, score! Last second of 4-on-4. Menachilo buries her 5th of the year. And it's now a 6-0 hockey game. Watching it again. On the Delaware Sports Medicine. It used to be the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. That's twice we've done that today. What's coming up, though, is a Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Blue Hens. For the next 15 seconds. .850 to go here in the second. We've got particulars galore to catch you up on. And we'll get you those particulars here as McFadden makes her first save of the game, her second save rather. We'll start with those particulars with the 6th Delaware goal. Delaware's 6th goal, 5th of the season. Scored by number 48, Hope Menachilo. Assisted by number 21, Riley Lemberg. And number 7, Evie Hill. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 12 seconds in the second period. Menachilo's 5th. From Lemberg and Hill at 10-12. It was an even strength goal. Now in goal for Delaware, number 31, Kaylee McFadden. $7:50 to go in the second. A 6-0 game. Menachilo has to wait as Camerata is briefly in an offside position. The entry is clean. Marzano puts one net front. Camerata couldn't control the puck, surrounded by red sweaters. She changes direction rapidly, far side, trying to gain some space from Hodge. This left to Marzano, who boots home the convert. Carly Marzano gives the Hens their 7th. And the floodgates have long since opened. Izzy Camerata with the pass that led to the goal. And 12:37 into the second period. The Hens lead by a touchdown and a convert. Delaware's 7th goal, 3rd of the season, scored by number 17, Carly Marzano. Assisted by number 93, Izzy Camerata. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 37 seconds in the second period. Marzano's 3rd from Camerata at 12:37. Lemberg gives this away to Hodge. Bonfilio back to Lemberg in the near corner. Cross ice pass corralled by Charles at the far dot. Cece looking for space. She flips this back to Bonfilio, center point. Puck thrown in. Friendly fire in the mid slot as Charles, unawares, blocked that down. Here's Lemberg turning and shooting. But this ends up wide in the near corner. Bonfilio to Fuchs. The Pittsburghers slowed up by Rexford. Charles tried to cut through the slot. She got tied up with defender Ainsley Rexford, and this is going to come back in icing. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, your team, and your fans. Broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Want to know more? Visit us at 412communications.com. 5 and change to go in the second period. This is Rosenthal. To the top of the zone where walking in is Bonfilio. She throws the puck in a net front congestion. Rather, that was Ella Herzog who came crashing in from the top of the zone. Again, these commemorative sweaters, not always the easiest to read. Here's Liana Patrick, slowed up at center red by the reaching stick of Pierce Hayter. Puck bounces in front of the Delaware bench. Ariel Fader back to play it. And with some help ahead from Weller in the white helmet. Nope, didn't clear. Rosenthal, far corner. Hassled by Hayter. Turns the puck over. It is walked now by Steck. As far as the blue line, pushed back to center. Cartwright turns this ahead to McFadden, who gets bodied down behind the play. The Delaware fans want a call. They won't get one from Will Fannin. Marzano on a tee for Menachilo, who scores. Hope Menachilo gets her second. It's 8-0. Marzano walks in. And Menachilo gives Delaware their 8th of the afternoon. Delaware's 8th goal. 6th of the season, 2nd of the game. Scored by number 48, Hope Menachilo. Assisted by number 17, Carly Marzano. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 3 seconds in the second period. Menachilo's 6th, 2nd of the game from Marzano at 16:03. Timeout, Penn. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these ladies or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family to promote health, to promote wellness, and to promote a clean, active way of living. Learn more at desportsmed.com. So Penn have taken their timeout after giving up 5 second period goals. Puck is down, play resumes with just under 4 to go in the second. Wraparound chance from Weller. No, the rebound is in. And Maya Lassiter will lead the fist bump cue in front of the bench as the Quakers foil Delaware's shutout hopes. (16-18). End of the period. Now is an 8-1 game with Delaware maintaining their healthy advantage. Penn goal, first of the season, scored by number 8, Maya Lassiter. Assisted by number 12, Ariel Fader, and number 9, Brooke Weller. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 18 seconds in the second period. Lassiter's first from Fader and Weller at 16-18. Two and a half to go in the second period. Delaware with a commanding 8-1 lead over the Penn Quakers. This shot from Bonfilio was kicked offline by Steck. Steck chases down the rebound, clears this back beyond center, where Herzog fans on the puck, but the second time round, she drives it back across neutral ice. Weller could not walk her way through traffic. Final 2 and change of the second. Rosenthal lost her footing and the puck. Elena Steck again recovering for the Quakers. Rosenthal keeps the forechecking heat on. Breakout pass up the near side. Too much for Kamara to handle. It overshot her. Herzog turns play back in to the Penn zone, and we've got a puck out of play with 1 minute and 41 seconds to go in the second period. Of an 8-1 game advantage, the Delaware Blue Hens. Final 100. Hayter gives way to Rosenthal, who lost her footing. Was able to get the puck ahead to Melanie Cartwright, who cleared. Herzog winds up. Lets this go to Menachilo. Walking in is Luzon, slowed up at the line. We've entered the final minute of the second period of this 8-1 hockey game. Salsabil Hodge shoots from distance, shot was stick checked up in the air. Marzano brings down the rebound, advancing this puck to Menachilo. Here's a 3-on-2 for the Hens. Menachilo lost control, about 10 feet inside the line. And this is cleared again. Final half minute of the second period. Hill up the right side. Circles behind the goal. Puts one on a tee for McFadden, but she was surrounded net front. Hill in desperation backhands the puck deeper into the Penn zone, but it's pushed out by the backhand of Joanna Fish. Down to the final 4 seconds of the second. Hill will hold behind her own goal, and that will do it for the middle frame. At the end of 2 periods, the score, Delaware Blue Hens 8, Penn Quakers 1. We'll take a pause in the Delaware Hockey Network. We'll be back with the third period.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network. 40 minutes of Delaware domination as they bring an 8-1 lead into the third period. The Lemberg-Charles-Fuchs line has combined for 3 goals for the Blue Hens. Hope Menachilo, the freshman from Clinton, New Jersey, has added a pair of her own. And we're ready to get period number 3 underway. Riley Lemberg, Ainsley Rexford, Eric Saylor to drop the puck, and off we go in period number 3. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box. For those of you just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, Delaware and their Breast Cancer Coalition gray and pink sweaters moving left to right. Penn and their away reds moving right to left here in the third period of a game that has been all Delaware from the word go. This puck fired in from center by Evie Hill. She heads off for a change. Meanwhile, in the far corner, Charles unable to maintain the Delaware momentum. Charles with 1, Lemberg with 2, Menachilo with 2. Herzog, Marzano, and Luzon, the other 3 Delaware goal scorers to this point. This is walked up the right wing boards by Steck, bodied down by Charles. Cartwright could not recover cleanly at center. In comes Hayter, slowed up by a pair of Delaware defenders, clogging up the mid slot. This is driven back into neutral territory, at least momentarily, by Ella Herzog. The shot in close. Denied by McFadden. Came off the stick of Pierce Hayter. Minute and a half into the third period. Carly Marzano trying to cut to the net. Got slowed up by Hodge, clogging up the slot. The shot from Menachilo was into the pads of DeRusso. This is Ella Herzog. Menachilo looking for number 3. Dipsy doodles through traffic. Hodge slowed her up. Marzano protects. Menachilo. Cycle to Marzano, working below the cage. Centering pass, nobody home. This puck sails all the way back into the Delaware end, steadied by Kaylee McFadden, who came in at the midpoint of this game after Sydney Butler recorded 7 saves on 7 shots through the first 30 minutes and 12 seconds. DeRusso's save comes with 17-14 to go in regulation here in this 8-1 contest. Patrick and Hayter dispute the draw to the right of Sarah DeRusso, who has stopped 17 of 25 shots. Good for a 68% save rate. She's at 72% on the season coming into this game, but the Hens have absolutely taken it to the Penn kitchen tonight. 6:10 p.m. here on the East Coast, so we are working toward evening hours. And coming up in roughly an hour and a half, the Delaware men's Division II team will take on Penn. The shot from Hayter, caught and held by McFadden for a pause with 16:26 to go. Face-off mark to the right of the Delaware cage. Lemberg and Rexford meet again as they did 3 minutes and 34 seconds ago. And Riley Lemberg from the 607 controls the draw. Herzog to Lemberg, pushed forward by Cassie McFadden. Here's CC Charles with time and space. Charles shoots, scores! CC Charles, top shelf, gets her second of the day, and it's now a 9-1 hockey game. McFadden with the primary assist. This goal coming 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the third period. And this game now stands 9-1. A Delaware goal. Her fourth of the season and second of the game. Scored by number 20, CC Charles. Assisted by number 25, Cassie McFadden. And number 21, Riley Lemberg. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 50 seconds. In the third period, Charles' fourth second of the game from McFadden and Lemberg at 3:50. So Charles doubles up. And DeRusso with a save and a freeze for a pause just beyond the 5-minute mark of the third. Delaware with a commanding 9-1 lead. When this Delaware team is clicking, it's all of them. 13 Blue Hen skaters are on the score sheet today. A full team effort. Charles, Lemberg, Menachilo with 2 each. Marzana with 1, Luzon with 1, Herzog with 1 from the blue line as well. Hayter could not walk in up the left side. This is Menachilo the other way. Into a 1-on-3. She chips the puck behind the Penn goal. Chases it down. She's met by a stick lift from Elena Steck as we hit the 6-minute mark of the third. Hill. Shot blocked from the right dot. Puck barely held in at the line by Liana Patrick. Penalty coming up with 13:45 remaining. Patrick slow back to her feet. And a trip is signaled. Against Penn's Maya Lassiter at the 6:15 mark of the third period. And that sets up for Delaware a Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. Learn more at desportsmed.com. Penn penalty Assessed to number 8, Maya Lassiter. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes 15 seconds in the third period. Lassiter, 2 for tripping at 6:15. Lemberg up the near board, circles behind the cage. Menachilo posts up net front. Charles, Marzano, and Hill complete this power play unit. Marzano tried to pick the corner near side. Sealing off the post was DeRusso for save number 20. A couple rapid fire shots after the fact, denied by DeRusso as well. 12:40 to go. Lemberg, top of the zone, flips the puck back to the Michigander Evie Hill. Back to Lemberg this goes. Down low to Marzano. Hill winds up. Lemberg got stick on puck in a congested slot, but could not direct it past DeRusso. Hodge clears. Hill recovers. 25 seconds to go on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Herzog to Luzon. Advanced now by Marzano through neutral territory, and she bulldozes into the Penn zone. Quakers are back to full strength. 11:35 to go in a 9-1 hockey game. Rosenthal gave way to Steck after regaining the Penn line. Steck up the right dots. Her advance broken up by Patrick. Up the near side, here comes Joanna Fish. A shoulder bump round about the Delaware line breaks up her momentum. This was launched in by Rexford from distance. Puck tied up in the near corner of the Delaware zone. Fish unable to protect territory. We're nearing halfway in the third period. Hens with a 9-1 lead over the University of Pennsylvania Quakers from Fred Rust Arena. Rexford working through the slot was met between the train tracks and stripped of the puck. Melanie Cartwright flips this off her backhand to Fuchs. Ahead to Lemberg. Here's a 2-on-1. Lemberg and McFadden together. Lemberg. McFadden fans on the centering pass and a wide open mid-slot. This puck is held in by Mia Bonfilio at the left point, but turned over to Weller. Weller takes a shoulder from Charles, heading right towards center red. A legal angle. As contact to that extent is absolutely permitted and encouraged within the bounds of play in women's hockey. No checking does not mean no contact. You can angle a player into a space that doesn't exist, provided they're the puck carrier, and all goes on unabated from there. Hodge, pressed high by Lemberg. Dishes the puck to Weller. Shot was blocked. Here comes Cece Charles again. She puts on the brakes just over the red line, fires the puck in off the backboards, and that enables Delaware to get a fresh complement of skaters on as we enter the final 9 minutes of the contest. Turnover in the Penn zone led to a Marzano shot, which was off target. Hill couldn't walk in from the near half wall. She gets the puck back, though, off a Hodge failed clear. Centering pass and a shot from Marzano. The Hens go to double digits. And we're going to see this again on the 412 Communications instant replay. There's the Hill takeaway. And the finish on the doorstep from Carly Marzano. Gives the Hens their 10th of the afternoon. Three players now with 3 points, as Marzano's second goal gives her 4 on the year. Oh, Delaware goal! Her 4th of the season and 2nd of the game. Scored by number 17, Carly Marzano. Assisted by number 7, Evie Hill. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 11 seconds of the third period. Marzano's 4th second of the game from Hill at 11:11. So for all intents and purposes, friends, that's all she wrote. But just as though the race doesn't end at the 8th pole, neither does the game end with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Steck can't find a way out of her own zone. This is held in by Luzon. She's taken off her feet in the near corner by Lassiter. Luzon pops back up, protects the puck, throws it into the slot where all alone was Joanna Fish on the back check for Penn. Kamara to Lassiter. Thrown in from over the line, right into the breadbasket of Kaylee McFadden, who holds for the pause. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. The law office of Heather A. Long, the official personal injury lawyer of the Delaware Hockey Network. Rexford shovels the puck up the near boards in behind the Delaware cage. Lemberg slowed up at her own line. This was launched in from distance, again by Rexford. Herzog hassled by Fader behind the Delaware goal. Ella Herzog's got time, space galore up the left side. Nearly let an odd woman rush through neutral territory, but it became a 3-on-3 attack. She took the shot from the right dot. It was into the pads of DeRusso. 5.5 to go. Lemberg to Perez. Wide shot from distance. Menachilo tried to put one on a tee net front for Jules Fuchs, but she was canceled out at the edge of the blue paint by Hodge. This is cleared by Kamara, icing waved off. Lemberg leads a 3-on-2. She's steered to the near corner by Fish. She stays with the puck, tries to bring it back into the flat, but she gets slowed up again. This taken away but not cleared. Amelie Perez holds the right point for the Hens inside the final 5 minutes of the contest. Shaw Downing still on the mend. giving us an assist here in the press box here in the third period. We love Shaw. Our production assistant is the stat man, Eli Swope. Our executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer on videography duty earlier today, Broadway Joe Sindoni. We thank Trey Wright and the rest of the DHN crew as well for all their hard work all season long. Whoa! Make it 11. Izzy Camerata bar down. Camerata off the setup for Menachilo. And this game is well out of Penn's reach, as the Hens will improve to 3-4-1 in Acha play. Delaware's 11th goal, second of the season, scored by number 93, Izzy Camerata. Assisted by number 48, Hope Menachilo. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 44 seconds in the third period. Camerata's second from Menachilo at 16:44. .259 to go in what stands as an 11-1 hockey game. Lemberg and Charles combining for 4 goals. Marzano and Menachilo potting 2 apiece as well. Netminding's been a team effort between Sydney Butler and Kaylee McFadden, who together have saved 14 of 15 total shots. The Blue Hen ladies will wrap up their weekend of action tomorrow when they host the 19U Philadelphia Junior Flyers team in an exhibition matchup. We'll have it for you here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Game time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. As always, get here if you can. I don't care how. Just get here if you can. Final 100. Lemberg again leaves this to Cartwright, trying to crash in from the top of the left circle, but she ran out of room. This is cleared back to Perez. Perez chips the puck over the reaching stick of Fish. Charles working the far corner. Final 65. We've entered the final minute. Charles standing her ground in the near corner. Leaves this to Bonfilio. Lemberg shot. A slapper from just inside the left dot was well wide. Down to the final 40 and change. The Jets have cooled considerably. Lemberg still chipping away, looking for the hat trick. She gets a shot through from 28 feet right into the pad of DeRusso. Final 20. Lemberg shoots. DeRusso saves. 18 seconds remaining. And the face-off will come to the right of Sarah DeRusso, who's been pelted with 35 slabs of vulcanized rubber. She has saved 24. Draw goes Penn's way. Marzano holds the line. Long shot sticked away by DeRusso. And the final seconds of an 11-1 Delaware decision over Penn tick away. The final score, Delaware Blue Hens 11, Penn Quakers 1. Final shots on goal, Penn 15, Delaware 36. Fans, it's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Today's third star with 2 goals and an assist for Delaware, number 17, Carly Marzano. With an identical stat line of 2 goals and an assist, second star, number 20, CeCe Charles. And the first star of the game, also with 2 goals and an assist, number 21, Riley Lemberg. So an 11-1 win propels the Hens to 3-4-1 on the season. We'll see them again tomorrow as they square off against the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. Game time, 3 o'clock. Lemberg with 2, Charles with 2, Marzano with 2, Menachilo with 2. For the whole crew, James Witherite saying thanks for your company. We'll see you again tomorrow on the DHN, brought to you by Heather A. Long. Good night to you all.